Hi guys, it is Millie with Millie's Vines. I've got this guy literally like 2 inches from my face right now. It's semi-distracting, but it's okay. It is okay. I've already been down this road with you guys before, but I am going to purge some plants. I just want to share that with you. I've got some failures to show. I've got some neglect to show. I was going to do this just on my own accord and keep it to myself, but I'm just going to show you the reality of being a plant parent instead. Hopefully y'all can relate to this. If anyone is feeling guilty or like they've been a neglectful parent, I am just here to say that it's okay and it happens. It's also okay to get rid of plants. I cannot preach that enough. I know some people feel obligated to keep a plant until it dies, and even then, you know, you've got somebody that's just hanging on to a dead carcass of a plant. I get it. I have done that too, but I'm just in this era of really giving things away that don't serve a purpose or that stress me out or that don't bring joy, and I'm just really committed to that. And I think it's because I'm almost out of this apartment. I'm hoping to get into a home soon, and I really don't want to have to load anything up onto a U-Haul that I am not absolutely thrilled to bring into a new space. So I think that's kind of been the onset of just being hyper aware of what I have and making sure that it is important and meaningful and brings me some type of joy in life. So if you're interested in seeing what plants I get rid of, seeing what I move around, and seeing some of my plants that have been a little bit forgotten about, stay tuned. I hope this is just a transparent and relatable video that makes you feel a little bit more understood, because I feel like sometimes we are only showing the plants that are thriving and certain aspects of our collection, but let's be honest, there is a lot of trials and tribulations when it comes to owning plants. So I'm here to share mine. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Real quick, if you guys are new here, I would love if you subscribed. It would mean so much to me. I love this community, and building it is one of my biggest prides and joys. So I would love to have you here. And if you are already subscribed, welcome back. And now we can get into it. We will start with two things that I'm excited about, so we don't just instantly get to the rocky stuff. But if you guys saw my last video, you would have saw that I recently acquired this Hoya retusa. I know it's not for everyone. I know it's looking real weed-like, but I love her, and once she's more dense on the top, I think it'll be a super cool plant. This is a pot that I thrifted. I think it looks phenomenal in here. I need to find a place for her, so we will do that at some point today. I also got, still haven't looked up and confirmed the pronunciation of this, but I believe this is a Discoria umbellata, something of that nature. I have not researched this yet. I do not know nearly enough about her, but I have decided that I needed her to be mine, and I thrifted this pot as well. She's adorable. I love her so much. I repotted her, and she's been doing phenomenal so far. So I do need to set some time aside to learn a little bit more about her, but I need to find a spot for her as well. For right now, we're just gonna put those there, get them out of the way. Also, I made like a turmeric ginger juice. If you see my hands looking like tinted orange, know it's from that, and know that I have washed my hands numerous times, so it is what it is. Now, I'm starting this off with my Synapsis. I think it's supposed to be a satin jade variegata or something, and let's just have a moment of silence for the variegation, okay? I've got variegation here. We can call this variegation. I've got some moderate variegation here, and everything else is just plain green, done for. I got this guy. This actually was sitting in water, but I think it's okay. I'm done with this plant. I'm done with this plant. It's growing wonky. It was a 2-piece cutting, and it's not variegated. I don't really know where to place it, and I'm just kind of over it. So I don't know if I will be tossing this or giving it away. I probably should give it away. We will see. I've taken cuttings of this as well, and I'll show you those. So here are the cuttings, and you can see no variegation. No variegation to be found, and if I'm going to do a plain Synapsis, it could at least be the dark form variety, so it's a little bit more unique, but this is just giving like plain green Synapsis. It's not sparking any joy. It's kind of a little bit frustrating. I'm over it. So I may pot this up and give it to someone. I'm not sure. because she is pretty, but she's not what she was supposed to be. This just kind of reconfirmed I'm not a variegated girl. I feel like it's such a challenge to keep the variegation, and it's just not for me. So she is no longer going to be a part of my collection. This might come as a surprise to you. This is my Spirit of Sanctity. And to be honest, I'm going to take the responsibility here because the root system really only reaches like right here, and then she's sitting in dirt underneath. These are the new leaves that I've received after repotting her. Clearly wasn't happy about it. I think I was just so obsessed with the vision of this pot with this plant that I did it too proactively, and it has really not enjoyed its time since. It's not that I necessarily want to get rid of this plant, but I think I need to repot her to start with. But even outside of that, it's just not growing well for me. I don't know. I guess I'm just in this headspace of like, if it's not serving me, I just want to get rid of it. But I think I will challenge myself to repot her and give her some time, maybe until like early next year, and see what's happening. But my Spirit of Sanctity is actually kind of sort of on the chopping block. The other thing that's tricky about her is she's really hard to place because, I mean, she's not even super long right now, but just the way that like the eye is gravitated downwards, it's like a droopy looking plant. She's really difficult for me to place. I don't know. I've been having a hard time with her. So we'll repot. We'll see how she does in a couple months, but I'm just saying that out loud. She potentially is on the chopping block. This is more like a mental note for me. I keep forgetting that this thing is not potted up at all, and its roots are like crammed in here. I need to water this like every 4 days, and I keep forgetting to repot her. So I'm just trying to make a mental note that I need to repot this. This is the type of Scindapsus that like I can get behind. This is so cool. This is so fun. This is a Silver Lady, I think, and it's phenomenal. I got this from Steve's Leaves, and they always send the most dense, most happy, most lush specimens, and I love it. I'm not sure if I'm set on this pot. I think it's kind of cool, but it's also a little bit muted. I don't know. I can't decide, so I'll try to make up my mind on that today. All right, now we've got this area over here. So I recently, for my birthday, acquired a secondary plant. This is from Pueblo in downtown Phoenix. I love this pot. It is glazed on the inside. It holds way more moisture than your average terracotta pots. I already have my Scindapsus Platinum or Cloud. I think it's called Scindapsus Platinum Cloud. I'm not sure. I have it in the smaller version of this, and it has been so much happier. It has really cut down on the need that I have to water it all the time. So seeing how well this guy has done in here, I got another one for my Scindapsus Moonlight. You can tell this guy is so thirsty. I mean, this is really unfortunate. I was gonna water her a couple days ago, but then I remembered that I was filming a video on this, so I didn't want her soaking wet and try to deal with all of that. I'm gonna get her potted up into here and see if that helps, because this is a high maintenance plant, and I'm having a really hard time with high maintenance plants right now. So we'll repot her, see what we think. I'm keeping an eye on her. I think 2 videos ago, I talked about my Dayun Duel, and she unfortunately is probably gonna have to get tossed today, and I'm super emotional about it, but it is what it is. I gave her too much light is kind of the consensus that we all came to, and that's my bad. I'm a little bit confused on it because I had her in the same spot for almost a year and she was fine until the last couple months. So I'm not totally sure why she suddenly decided to croak, but it is what it is. I guess I'll probably have to make a stop to Tucson and get another one of these. This is one of my favorite plants that I've ever owned. It's so architecturally beautiful. It's so unique, and I love it so much. But apparently I did not understand her enough to give her proper care, and it's super sad, but this guy I will be officially tossing today. I'm gonna get another one. I will have this plant in my collection in the future, so I'm just trying to hang on to that hope. This makes me a little bit sad, but I've kind of thought about this for a while. This is I think it's a midnight cactus or moonlight cactus, Seleno Sirius. I can't remember. I can't remember the name of her. At first, I got her because I was on a Ripsalis kick, and I felt like she fit the bill for kind of that type of look, like that jungle cactus look. And I was really excited about her. I'm trying to get a better look at her. I was really excited for this plant, and I do think she's really cool. Obviously, if she bloomed, that would be fantastic and wonderful. But what I did not expect was all of these, what I'm assuming are aerial roots. It's kind of an aggressive amount. I mean, it looks crazy on camera, and it just, I don't know, it's not fitting the Ripsalis aesthetic that I was going for. And I mean, that makes sense because it's not a Ripsalis, but it's just got a lot going on, and kind of like my Spirit of Sanctity, it's hard to place on top of that. It's just like it's wilding out a little bit too much, and I don't think it fits my growing needs for a plant that's this large. It would be one thing if it was like a cute 4-inch pot, but it's a big pot, it's a big plant, and it's only getting more of these aerial roots. And it looks crazy. It looks crazy, and I really respect her, and I really do think this is a pretty plant, but I think it's just starting to kind of stress me out visually. So I am going to probably sell this at the little plant table that I have because it's really cool, and I think that I can find it a great home. It's just not fitting the bill for what I'm looking for right now. So I'm gonna set her to the side. I don't know if I would call this one a failure, but I have been struggling with this Monstera. I have this new leaf, which is wonderful and amazing. I've got that new leaf, which is still doing really good. But then we have this oldest leaf, which is starting to crisp up at the bottom. And I know a lot of you guys mentioned maybe it's because I am being inconsistent with the watering. I feel like I've been keeping this moist more than ever and really not letting it dry out too much. As I say that, of course, it's rather dry, but I don't know. I'm just really tired of this being a 2-leaf wonder, and I see other people in their Monsteras just thriving and they're just massive. And I don't know what my deal is. I have even closed this curtain, which it feels like I'm in like a jail cell or something, but I'm trying to prolong its life and keep it from getting too much sunlight. I mean, it's November, mind you, but she's already reaching the point of no return. And I'm really sad about it because she looks a little bit crazy with 2 leaves, but what can you do? I don't really have another area to place her in. If I put her right there, I just feel like it's all gonna be off balance. So I'm kind of accepting that I'm gonna lose this leaf. I'm hoping once I get into a new home that I'll have a better spot for her that isn't so light intensive. But I don't know. I'm just like, who struggles with the Monstera? I feel like I'm the only one that struggles with that. So just want to let you guys know that this whole crispy end thing has come back, and I'm pretty sad about it. All right, so we have the plants here that I am either tossing or selling or giving away. So not too bad. These Paradoxa cuttings I have for a friend. And I think that's it. We are going to come back and see where we can place the Retusa and the Umbellata. I'm really committed to that name, and I hope that's what it's called. If not, we're going to pretend like I didn't just say that. I think there's only a couple plants outside and then in my bedroom that I wanted to go over to. So honestly, I'm loving everything in my bedroom. I am loving the Cynantium. It is actually so green and so colorful. I think it's probably because it's just getting so much light here, but it's really purpley and it's just overwhelmingly green right now, which is really cool. And I feel like it's grown so much. This is like a plant that's more up my alley because she's low maintenance. She can take harsh conditions and she's pretty forgiving when it comes to underwatering. So I just love her so much. This is everything I could ever want in a plant. She blooms and it's easy like my Hoyas, and I'm really learning myself when it comes to collecting plants, and this just fits my type of plant vibe so well. So we love her, keeping her. All of my Hoyas are honestly shooting off with a lot of new growth. I feel like that's kind of a thing for Hoyas. They love to bloom and just grow towards the end of the year. This is a new leaf that is giant. Both of these are really pretty. This just bloomed for me recently. I have a lot of new baby leaves coming off on this one, which doesn't seem to grow too much all the time, so I'm really excited about that. Even this guy has new leaves here as well. We got some new leaves here. It's just seeming like they're really taking off. So my Hoyas, I love. I will always love my Hoyas. They're easy, they're forgiving, and they bloom, and they're really, really fun. So Nothing here is changing. The only thing that I'm feeling some type of way about, you guys saw me chop this like 2 feet of this plant off. I love my micans. I think I just struggle with it as a hanging plant because I don't water it enough, especially considering that I'm used to Hoyas and a Cynantium, which don't need watered, but you can see this guy, like I've got this yellow leaf here, which is really annoying me. It's just kind of sensitive to underwatering, and I don't know, she might be slightly too needy for how I am these days. I can't have a plant that stresses me out, and maybe that's a me thing, but I basically just want to switch over to jungle cacti, Hoya, or a straight up cactus because it's just easier for me. So I don't know. She looks fine. You can see there's one more little yellow leaf there. I'm just kind of like, I've got so much OCD too that I just have a hard time with plants that don't kind of consistently look good. I don't know. Struggling with my micans, but we'll give it a few months. All right, last but not least, we have my patio plants. So one thing I do want to do, but I'm going to have to wait until my fiance gets here, is I've got to move this table back. My tephro cactus right here, I think is getting, I mean, I'm pretty positive it's getting too much sun. I think we've got some light burning, not burning quite necessarily, but it's definitely getting sun bleached. I'm a little bit worried about my gymnoclasium, so I want to push all these back. Everything else looks moderately okay. I think this guy is burning a little bit too, so I think I do still need to slide these guys back. The only one outside that I'm feeling some type of way about is, I don't know, I thought this was a mammillaria at first. I don't think it is, but you can see it's not like super cylindrical anymore. It's definitely not overwatered. She's really, really stiff. But doesn't it look funky? Like something just looks off. I'm not sure if maybe I've been underwatering her, so she's kind of starting to shrivel, but she used to be way more cylindrical, and I just feel like something is up. Also, the top of it looks a little bit more brown. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm trying to get like a good angle. She just seems to be not as circular. She's not squishy at all. So I guess that's good, but I don't know if she's getting too much light, not enough water. I'm not sure. If someone is more experienced than I am, please let me know what you think might be up here. But I just think something is up. So she's really the only one that I'm feeling some type of way about. Everything else is really, really good. You can see this gymnoclasium is just getting blasted, and that kind of makes me nervous. Even the pot is so hot. But I think that's it. My ficus is doing good. My aloes are doing fine. The white ghost over here seems to kind of love the indirect light here in this corner, and this adenum is doing really well as well. So I actually think there's nothing out here that I'm like dying to get rid of. So that's good. We are back hours later, and I'm going to show you the progress I made. So for starters, I repotted this guy into this like ceramic glazed terracotta pot. It is not looking great right now because she has not bounced back from her watering, but I promise you guys she will look a little bit better and not so curled up once she has recovered. That is my bad. But feeling good about that. I moved the partner in crime over here. Didn't really change much with this, but I did water it. The Spirit of Sanctity is the only one that I did not tackle today. I'm going to save that for another day because I repotted like 6 or 7 plants today, and I'm tired. I decided to keep the Silver Lady in this pot, but I did pot her up, so I don't think she will need watering from me too often. And I am so happy. She looks amazing, and she had a crazy root system, even bigger than I thought. So I think she will be really appreciative of this change. Also, moment of silence. I've been keeping y'all updated on my yucca. I mean, this is getting crazy. It's like, it's just these pups are taking over, but it's okay. We're just gonna let her do her thing. It's looking really, I don't know, it's looking really odd at this point, but maybe as it starts to get more stalky, it'll look a little bit cooler. I don't know, to be determined. Over here is where we have a lot of the change. So we will start with this guy. I decided to put my Hoya Cronii Super Silver in the pot that the Synapsis Variegated Jade or whatever it's called. I decided to put it in here. I think it looks nice and it can take a lot of sun, so it will be a good fit for this corner. I left this one as is. I ended up putting my Hoya Retusa right here because I think they look kind of cool together. And then over here, again, we have the Cronii Silver in the back. We still have my Peperomia Hope here. For now, I am putting this girl right here. I still need to do some research on lighting, watering, care. I think this looks super clean, and honestly, it just looks so much better than what I was working with before. Let me know your thoughts. I think that's pretty much it. I didn't change anything here. I do need to water some of those guys, but we will tackle that another day. And then these are the two that I kept. I probably will either give these away or sell these at the plant table that I have. I thrifted both of these pots, so I kind of switched up the variegated jade, and I don't know, I put my propped cuttings in. I might give this away, I might not, I can't decide, but this one I probably will sell because she's super cool and I think somebody will really love her, and I think the pot is so cute. So that is what we've done for today. All right, guys, we are done with today's video. I am feeling so much more inspired and less overwhelmed, and just, I don't know. I feel like I go through periods every like 90 days where I'm feeling not motivated by my collection, or I don't know. I get this sudden itch to get rid of plants. I don't know what that means. I'm trying not to look too deep into it, but if you are feeling the same way, or if you're just finding that you're not super passionate or into your plants and maybe are neglecting them a little bit, I strongly encourage you to go around your collection. Be honest with yourself. See if there's anything that you want to get rid of. See if there's anything you want to repurpose or maybe give a new home to, whether that means it's a new location or it's a new pot. It really does create some nuance in the collection. I just find that it does wonders for me, and sometimes I put it off way too long. If you can carve out a day or even an hour or two early in the morning or late at night, I strongly encourage it because I'm really feeling a lot better. And it wasn't even a crazy change. I think I only threw away 2 plants, getting rid of 2 plants, and I moved in 2 plants to my collection. So we only really worked with a total of 6 plants. I'm feeling re-energized and I'm so happy I did so. So hopefully if you need to make some changes to your collection as well, this will inspire you to do so. I think that is it for today's video. I'm going to come back with some plant tours here in the upcoming weeks, so keep an eye out for those. I feel like Arizona has such wonderful plant shops with immense variety, and I can't wait to show that to you guys. So make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.